Finally, the time has come again. He has awakened. Everyone thought he was gone, forgotten. And many said,
El Rey? Who are you talking about?
not that important.
Don't let me disturb you. I'm not even here. Just don't pay any attention to me.
Now you got me all confused.
Tell them who I am.
Ah, Elari, the prophesied one, before whom the very alpacas themselves bowed, who saved us from the gringos.
I thought you were going to sing about how good I look and how successful I am with the ladies.
Fine, fine. Before you became Elari, you were Larry Laugher.
Actually, I still am.
The man who back in the wild 80s decided to be a virgin no more.
Best decision I ever made.
The man from whom no woman is safe.
You got that right. Hang on. I don't think you're supposed to say that anymore. But it's true, of course, ladies. Tell them where we are.
This is without a doubt the most beautiful place on earth. Wonderful Cancun. Nowhere is the sun warmer and the bananas more curved. Long did Cancun suffer under the gringos' yoke. But you, Elari, you set us free. You blew up the gringos' villa.
Well, strictly speaking, that was more of an accident.
We are free, and a golden future lies before us.
Tell them how I got here.
That, Elari, is a long story.
I have time.
Very well. You fell out of time.
That's not very nice.
No one knows how you got from the 1980s to our time.
Oh, that's what you meant.
You woke up in a strange laboratory, and at first didn't know you were in the 21st century. But you quickly learned how this modern world works.
After all, he had the best teacher.
Elefto, you are Larry's anchor to a world long lost.
Would anyone like to try my new recipe for craft beer?
No. At any rate, Elari, you have not only mastered the pitfalls of the 21st century...
Well, mastered would mean that he knew what he was doing, and I don't think it would be fair to say that.
I think he's doing all right.
Silencio. Larry looked for love in all the wrong places. Elari has fallen deeply in love with Faith, the secret boss of the technology company Prune. She told him to get 90 points on the Timber dating app. Only then would she go out with him.
How do you know all that? You weren't even there.
Silencio! As always, that went caca. And then, Larry wanted to hack the Prune server to improve his Timber score.
That was self-defense.
In the process, he disturbed the product presentation, and Prune was brought to the brink of bankruptcy.
Yeah, well, oops.
Faith had to flee with BJ in tow, the man she had installed as CEO of Prune, but who was merely her puppet. Larry snuck onto their ship and secretly sailed with them to their villa here in beautiful Cancun.
Not one word about what happened on that ship.
Oh, I thought it was very romantic.
Ah, really? I'll admit, now I'm curious.
Are you nuts, Lefty? Never mind. Forget I asked.
Larry, I was politely going to avoid mentioning
Good thing.
that you gobbled up the most repulsive sex doll of all time, and that you...
We can just imagine the rest.
Unfortunately,
Finally, Faith revealed her plan. And that BJ was just a puppet. Then, you blew up the villa, driving off the gringos, and saving Cancun.
It's a pretty crazy story. Tell tell them about the terrible fate Faith suffered.
Ah, beautiful Faith. You were blindly in love with her and moved heaven and hell to win her love.
Well, strictly speaking, she was the one who was chasing me.
You followed her here to her villa. Then you blew up the villa.
That was only because of the totally messed up user interface.
What did you expect when you press a big red button? Anyway, the moment came where you saved her life and she, for the first time, felt something approaching affection for you. But then she was hit by a chunk of rubble.
No, by the puck.
What?
That wasn't a piece of rubble from the villa. That was the puck.
What do you mean, puck?
I greased a high strike on the pier in New Lost Wages with some lube and put the puck into orbit when I hit it.
And then, all that time later, it fell back to Earth and hit Faith at that exact moment?
Exactly.
Nobody understood that. Okay, let's just forget about that bit. At any rate, the puck knocked her out, she fell in the boat, and the wind swept her away.
And so she disappeared from my life. I'm sure she's dead. Poor Faith. All I have left of her are memories. Could you maybe sing a song about pie?
If you do that, I'll delete myself.
But I'd like to acknowledge that you were always there for me.
You do realize that's what I was programmed to do, don't you?
Yeah? But we've been through so much together.
We sure have, Larry.
Do you know a song about alpacas?
Oh, but of course! Oh, alpaca, alpaca. Everyone calls you llama, master of haulage, tasty as sausage. To wrestle, you'd kill. You're yummy when grilled.
Why am I all of a sudden hungry? Whatever happened to BJ?
He wanted to float lefties on the stock exchange, market it as a franchise, and expand internationally.
Sounds like a plan.
Then Lefty beat him with a paddle and he took off.
Oh. I know what happened. So what now?
Are you sure you know enough to dive into this adventure?
Yes! Now we can get this show on the road.
Very well, Elari. Yet there is still one last step remaining to fulfill the prophecy heralding a golden age on Cancom. You must marry the daughter of the most important man on the island. My daughter. I sincerely hope you haven't forgotten, considering we're in the middle of preparations.
Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea if I could talk to her first. Or at least see her?
No! The prophecy forbids it.
But...
She is also the most beautiful woman on the island.
Oh, I see. I don't want to be petty about the whole thing then. Then I'll go get ready for a wedding.
Yes! Go now, Elari. Marry the most beautiful woman on the island. My daughter.
How many women are there on the island anyway?
2. The other one is my mother.
Maybe,
Fulfill the prophecy and your destiny. Let me leave you with this song. Oh, Elari, Elari, they call you. Ay, caramba! My guitar! We have to fix it, Elari. Otherwise, I won't be able to sing any songs at your wedding.
I'll take care of it.
And don't forget that you have to take care of the catering and wear your wedding suit.
Pie.
What can I do for you, Larry?
There must be some kind of app for wedding preparations.
Absolutely. But I'm still busy unzipping that huge file, which means I can't install any new apps right now.
I know what unzipping huge things can be like.
Oh, just zip it, Larry. That file somebody sent us a few weeks ago. Remember? I'll have to decrypt it, but it'll take time.
Okay, then let me know when it's done.
Larry, I think you're a little confused.
Isn't that normal when you're about to commit yourself to something forever?
Yes, it is. But let me remind you again.
I think it's time for you to concentrate on your wedding.
A lot of the preparations for the wedding have already been made.
How do you feel about that, Larry? Are you really ready to make port in the harbor of holy matrimony?
If the prophecy demands it.
That's a good enough reason for you?
Let's just not talk about it.
Would you rather talk about how you blew up the villa?
All right. I'll never push a big red button again. Where's the ladder leading down to my room again? Oh,
What's wrong, Larry?
I was just thinking about Faith again.
Don't blame yourself.
I do, though. That's Faith's underwear, which was strewn all over the island in the explosion. I collected all of them. So, can I give them back to Faith as soon as possible? If she's still alive? I should at least light a candle for her. Actually, everything I need should be here in this room. I'm taking these. It might get dark. There it is. First of all, I have to light it.